there, my name is Kelly Dell with offthebeadedpath beadstore.com. Thanks for joining me for our final week of the Batcycle bead along. Today we are going to learn how to connect our bathedras together to make our Batcycle, and you guys are going to love this part of the project. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to finish out our Batcycle. So finally, we are on connection. So on page 16 of your pattern, hinge the 3 units together in a circle. So what we need to do, she says, we're going to hinge them, and then you can just play with the piece. So if you look here in the center, what she is showing you is we're seeing the triangles that we just put in the previous video. We're seeing those triangles in place now. And so what we need to do is now we need to connect the pieces together in the center. And so they'll connect here, here, and here. So this is what our orange dots are for on the paper. So when we look at this in real life versus on paper, we have our little bathedra made with our 15s that we put in last week. And what we're going to be doing is, you can see here, triangles and triangles. We are going to be connecting the triangles together. But if you look, you will notice that right now we can't zip these together. So we have to do one little step to be able to do this. And this is why I told you we wanted to leave our threads so that way we can continue on with any steps or processes that we need. So for this, I'm going to be using another size 11 delica. This 11 delica is going to be used as the hinge bead here. Now you can use a round bead. You can use pretty much anything you want that will fit nicely in those spaces. Because what we're going to do is, if I lay it down flat like this, it doesn't matter which side I start with. I'm going to start with the side over here just because that's what I'm used to. But you will notice here that I'm coming out of the top of the white bead. And what I need to do is I need to be coming out of my 15 that I added. So I'm actually going to come down through the yellow beads here on the side. And I'm going to do a little bit of a turnaround. So I'll go through the yellow. Like this. So now I'll turn around and I'll work in an upward motion. So that when I get this, here we go. Now you see I'm coming out of the top here, and then I'll come down through a delica and a 15. Well, hopefully. Maybe go through a delica and then a 15. So now from here to here, I'm going to put in one of my delicas. And again, it does not matter what color you do. I'm just doing the black because I already have the black ready to go. And you're just going to work all the way down, popping these in. And now that I have them in, oop, I got one more to go down here. Let me make sure. Oh, no, that's where I connected them there. So now that I've come all the way down, I can take the other Now, instead see, I do have one more to go. I got that one more bead to go right there. It's hard to tell. So let me go ahead and slide that bead on. There we go. Now, when we slide them together, you'll see that they are going to zip right together. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to finish off this thread. So as you can see here, I got rid of this thread, and then what I've done on the second component that's going to connect to it is I finished off the thread on this side, and then I added new thread. And you can see here, I have the gray thread now versus the white thread. I wanted to change that so you could see. So the thread is exiting out of the first 15 here along this side. And when we put these together just like this, they will now zip together. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more here for you. And I want to take, I'm coming out of this 15 right here. I'm going to come across to the black bead, and I will go through the black bead on this side. Now I'll take the needle and come through the 15 on the right side. And you can see there how that's going to connect. Now I'm going to come through the 15 on the, or I'm sorry, the Delica 11 on the left. And remember, that bead can be anything. And then through the 15 on the right. So just like we connected here, we're connecting here. So these will be able to move freely like this. So I'm going to continue to work down this line, zipping up this row of beads. All right, so as you can see, I've worked all the way down, and now you can see there how that hinges apart from each other. So from here at the bottom, coming out of the 15, I'm going to come up through the 15 right next to it, and then the 11 Delica right above it. So I'm actually going to go through 2 beads. Once I have that complete, then I'm going to take and I'm going to then work back up, going through these beads again to one more time reinforce this, and then I will get rid of this thread. So now I have 2 sets of the bathedra connected, and I have the one hinge here in the center. So what I can do at this point, since I know I have 15s here on each of my edges, is on the third component, I can go ahead and put in my my Delicas. These are my hinge beads. I'm going to go ahead and put them on each side. So then that way, it's just a matter of connecting them here and here. So we want to start a new thread. So I have this thread left here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through a few beads and get rid of it. And then I'm going to start a new thread. And then I'm going to connect, because if I put them here, I'm going to now connect these to these, just like we did here. Once you have those 2 connected, this is what your piece will hopefully look like. And all we have to do now is take and to connect the last row here. And once you get that, we will be finished with our part, and we will talk about other things that you can do additionally to your piece to finish it off. Okay, once we have all 3 sets put in, then this is what we've been working on for 5 weeks. So let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is amazing. Okay, so these open holes right here, this is where we can take, if you want to, and add another set of triangles. Now, it's going to deter some of the other things that you could fold it with, but these spots here are where another set of triangles could go. Oh, look at that. So that you see all of that on the outside. Oh, that is wild. And then you've got that. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is just wild. That is just incredibly wild. I am just amazed. And the more that you play with it, the more ways you're going to figure out of ways that you can do this. And see, look right there, that pink we see, that is where we did not zip up our edges there. So that's why we can get peaks of that pink in. Now you can also take, if you wanted to, and you could zip these oranges, but if you do that, you're just going to have solid orange like you have solid pink here, instead of being able to see your different things that you can do with it. So it is very, very wild. It is very, very interesting. It has been a fun ride over these past 5 weeks learning to make the Batcycle. So guys, we did it. We've made a Batcycle, and I love the super bright colors. I love all the different ways that we can fold this and we can look at this. And honestly, if I'm 100% honest with you, I mean, I love this one, I think, better than the Kaleidocycle that we did last summer. It's a really, really fun piece. Now, below in the video description box, we are going to put a direct link to a video that Kate McKinnon done on the Contemporary Geometric Beadwork YouTube channel, and it shows you all the different ways that you can fold this and make it into different little origami shapes almost. It's very, very, very cool. But at this time, I do want to thank Claudia, Furthner, Kate McKinnon, and the whole research team at Contemporary Geometric Beadwork for allowing us to use all your information for free to learn these really fun projects. So guys, I cannot wait to see your pieces. If you're on Facebook, make sure to head over to our Off the Beaded Path group page and show me pictures or videos of your cycle in motion, and I can't wait to see it. So you guys have a wonderful week, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.